One of those rare times where I channel my inner Gordon Ramsay and I try to do some sort of kitchen work. I get why Gordon Ramsay cusses so much. Because I've been at this salad, just grating a lot of vegetables for 2 days. Now, apparently there's a faster way to do this. It's called a food processor. I don't know if you knew this. I didn't know this. So there's this thing called a food. No, I knew about a food processor. I just had no clue that this was one of the direct benefits of using a food processor. Like, you don't have to do this. That being said, I don't mind the exercise because if you notice, my tricep is actually starting to show. Should check out my left hand forearm. That's also pretty good. And from this angle, obviously, I realize this whole thing can look very misleading. But it doesn't.
Stop talking,
Ouch. That's what she said. Oh yes. This is the equivalent of building a house. Like, I've just been stuck here the entire time. I've not moved. I need to take a break. My forearms, they're like tired. See, look at that. See the definition right there? Yeah! Get in the kitchen, man. You can build some abs. No, I'm not gonna lift my shirt up. As part of these small steps towards our fitness goal as a family and my fitness goal personally, one of the simple rules that I have just kind of set for myself is after 6 there is no carb, no complex carb, no bread, grain-based carb, no sugar. Well, fruit sugar is allowed, as you can tell from the baby orange. Actually, that's so small you can't even see that. That's actually a baby orange right there. Very sweet stuff. You should try it out. Apart from fruit sugars, though, nothing else is allowed. And we just basically go vegetables, fruits, and it's mostly in the form of these raw salads. And we do some sort of meat sometimes. Otherwise, we might complement that with some soup if we're not feeling well. I think it's just to start eating more consciously for your body to feel better. You don't want to feel sluggish, and at the end of the day, when your entire system starts to like wind down or starts to slow down, it's not processing food at the same rate it was throughout the day when you were more active. So the idea is, can we just give it simpler foods? And these are just foods that would sustain us throughout the night, not have us being too hungry. I don't know if you've heard this old saying. My mom used to say it all the time because she was an English teacher. Eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. Not to say that I keep doing that all the time. Excuse me, mister, can you move your head out of the way? Thank you. You're stealing my frame. Come back. Come back and show your face. Come back and show your face. No. I'm doing what's called a vlog. I'm sure by the time you grow up there wouldn't be such a thing. What would you guys call it? A do-rag. We'll go with that. Just eating right can sort a lot of stuff out. I mean, thankfully, a lot of things have come under check very recently. I'm being very blunt and honest here, so pardon me if this is hilarious or it disgusts you, but anal fissures, if you guys know what that is, that's pretty painful. A lot of greens, a lot of fibrous food sorts that out. You start to heal quite quickly, and it just softens your stool. Great topic for while I'm grating a salad, I know. Acid reflux, irritable bowel syndrome, a lot of things just sorted out with the diet alone. Not that I had irritable bowel syndrome, I had the first two. But you can sort a lot of stuff out if you just pay attention to what's going into your body. And finally, about half an hour later, we are ready to eat this thing in under 10 seconds. Because that's how hungry we are. We built up an appetite. Isn't that right, kid? Ooh, bum. Oh, bum it seems. Ooh, love your bum. That's what I was going to say. But first things first, I guess. Bon appetit. Enjoy yourself, eh? Remember, it's healthy, eh? And while I talk about health food, what did you have, Noah? Egg dosa with Nutella. Not something I recommend every day, but hey, some days they just don't need. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Make sure they live. That's point number 1. Then number 2, make sure they're eating right. Did I get it correct?